I'm going to tell what are the topics we are going to learn next 30 days. So already we completed SQL and we are going to, you completed the PL SQL, procedural language. Then apart from that, we are going to learn the very, very important thing, the forms development. So this is the route for us to maintain the transactions. So I will ask you some queries. May you will go, what is the forms development? Okay. So there is one employee table, yeah. Otherwise, some pivots, pivot data. The user want to create some pivots regarding their procurement. Okay. So you created one table. So then you given to end user. End user is a layman. He doesn't know about the Oracle. So as a developer, I can use the insert command. With the insert command, we can insert the data into any table, maybe the employee table or pivot tables or invoices or payment table. What about end user? We are technically good. So we are learning the Oracle. So we know the table, columns, everything, and how to insert the data. Nothing but DML operations, insert, delete, and update. We can do the data manipulations. What about end user? End users are laymen. They don't know about anything about Oracle. So they want to create the transactions. How they can? Example here. You want to use the Gmail. How you are accessing the Gmail? Directly connecting to database or directly connecting to console, or you are using some screens to maintain. That means to open the Gmail or maybe to drop a new mail. Which one you are using? Directly you are using the database or you are using some screens. So as an end user, I'm going to use the screens to make the transactions, make be sending the new mail or receiving that mail, whatever it may be. So coming to Oracle also. So as a developer, we are going to develop some screens, nothing but a forms development. So then give that forms to end user. The forms is simple. That means the users will open the forms and they will enter the data and click on the save button. Inside of the forms, we are going to write a insert command. So whenever the user open the form and enter the data and click on the save button, then the data will insert into Oracle table. That's a user friendly, nothing but a GUI format. So no need to write any DML operations by the end user. Simply the end user will open the Oracle forms and he will enter the data and click on the save button. That's it here. So that code will written by the developers. So in that case, we are going to develop the forms development. Okay. So forget about to direct insert here. We won't use most of the times. So we are going to develop the forms and give the grants to the end users or maybe the business users. Those guys will work on that means creating the transactions, maybe saving the data. So at that time we'll work on the forms development. So next, reports development. So I want to generate some reports, maybe the PDF reports or Excel reports or HTML or Word format, and I want to drop a mail to required persons or required recipient, maybe the customers or suppliers or our business users. Example, bank statement. So every month you're getting the bank statement. So that's one of the report in the PDF format. So in that case, we're going to work on the reports development. So first one is the SQL, then the second one is the PL SQL. Then we'll work on the forms development to insert the data into Oracle. Okay, na? This is only for the end user perspective, not for the developers. As a developer, we are developing the forms and reports, and finally giving the grants to end users, like business users. Those guys will work on that. Next, we'll work on the SQL star log. Okay. So my requirement here. So I want, suppose I received 1 lakh records from some legacy, maybe from Java system. I want to insert that 1 lakh records into employee table. So do you have any idea on this? 1 lakh records in the data file, those employee information. Like suppose I'm giving the format, employee name, the employee number, some salary, some hire date, then manager name. Okay. So like that, 1 lakh records are there. So tell me here, how you can insert this 1 lakh records into Oracle table. మీ అప్రోచ్ చెప్పండి ఎలా చేస్తారు.
So if they have the same columns, you can use union.
In the insert, I don't think so. Union means?
Joining two tables.
No.
It's
Insert
not
statement.
combined, right?
Yeah, insert statement, we can't use the join conditions. Just straightforward, no? So you have to use the, like, just insert into EMP, then mapping. Or let's say, okay, na? Ename, comma, EMP number, blah, 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 blah. Then you can mention the keyword or values. Then whatever the values, like king, okay, na? Like that. You have to write a 1 lakh statements manually, or maybe you can use some control or whatever it may be. You will prepare the 1 lakh statements at one shot, then execute the command. So 1 lakh insert will happen in the database. So that will take a lot of time. But to preparing the manual script is that means the timing process. So to overcome this, so the Oracle has given SQL loader utility. That SQL loader tool with that the less than a minute here. Okay, na? We can insert the data into Oracle tables by reading the record by record from the given data. So in that case, we'll go with the SQL stuff. Okay, so now tell me, if you want to insert 1 or 2 records, so you're flexible with that. That means directly we can use the insert command. With that, we're going to insert the data into Oracle tables. Suppose I want to insert some few records daily. The best practice is the form development. So as a developer, we are the developers. So we develop the forms and give the grant to the end user. The user will open the forms and enter the transactions. Nothing but the data and click on the save button. That's a daily transaction. So suppose if I'm getting the bulk data from the legacies, then the user cannot enter the data through forms. It will take a lot of time. So the Oracle has given one rule, or maybe called the utility, with less than a minute here. It's a powerful tool. We can load the data into Oracle tables. Okay. So now we got the 3 options to insert the data into table. One option is, you know very well, that is the insert command. The second option is called as the forms development. With the forms development, we are going to insert the data into table. The third option is the SQL loader. With this also, we are going to insert the data into table. So as of now, we got the 3 options. So we need to learn Unix. That's also important here. And we have to work on the self-reference. So scripting also. Maybe some Unix commands I need to execute directly connected to Linux server, and I want to execute some Unix commands or maybe the Linux commands. So we should minimum Unix and self-script. Then we need to work on the XML publisher reports, or maybe called as the BAP reports. This is in latest technology. So nowadays most of the clients are not using the report development. Some disadvantages are there. To overcome that, the Oracle has given new mechanisms that's called as the BAP reports. Business Intelligence Publisher reports, we call it as the XML Publisher reports. Lot of advantages are there. Okay. You can able to send them mail, you can able to generate a PDF format or Excel or HTML. At runtime we can change the output format, anything we can achieve them, and easy to develop a report. But RTP reports are very complicated for developers. Particularly developer perspective, it's very hard here to develop a RDO, that means Oracle reports. To overcome that, the Oracle has given a BAP reports. So that is also we are going to learn. Next step, workflow development. So regarding the workflow, suppose I want to send any notifications to my manager. My manager is supposed to respond. So in that case, we are going to use the workflow development. So just mainly the notifications and responses also. Okay. Suppose my manager is on the leave. So if you suppose next 2 days is on the leave, I want to override the email to some supervisor. I don't want to waste time. So in that case, you can use whatever. Normally, VLC code, Java code, you won't touch that. So always we have to use whatever. That response. Someone is not there. Someone is not responding. Then I want to send out that means over to some other persons. He's a superior base manager. Then the only one technique that is called about development. So always it is a professional server. So now we are going to learn now SQL, PL, forms development, and reports development. It is outdated. Okay, so most of the clients are not using the reports development. Make called the reports. Okay, so now working the clients are using the XML publisher reports. And we are going to learn the S cluster order, then Unix and self-script also, then XML publisher reports, workload development. Also we are going to learn UTL stuff for utility. So through the SQL loader, we are reading the data from the data file. Maybe the Excel file, CSV, or XML file, and in the data in the table. Then the opposite, vice versa. Sometimes I need to extract from my table, my Oracle database, and I want to create a file and send the file to third-party systems. Maybe I want to send the data to people, or maybe Java, or Salesforce, or maybe the SAP. That time we can use the utility. Both are opposite. SQL is for we are getting a transmission in the data. We are getting the data. And we are inserting our database, Oracle database. Utility file is we are extracting the data from our Oracle database and sending the file to the third-party people, maybe the legacy people. Calling it as a legacy. That means not Oracle, any technology other than the Oracle. We are calling it as the legacy. At that time, we are going to use the utility. Just I'm giving a high level, yeah. Later, for each topic we will discuss. SQL loader will take 2 days. For Unix also, where we are spending time. Each topic we will discuss later. As of now, I'm giving the high level. And then we are going to work on the data migration. Very important here. So sometimes we are getting the data from the legacy. That's party systems. So we have to load the data into Oracle tables. And here I mentioned SQL loader, but we have to write some validations. May the third-party people will send the duplicate data. As a developer, we need to check whether it's duplicate data or valid data. If it is not duplicate data, then insert into Oracle table. So at that time we will use the data migration. Data migration has both inbound and outbound. Inbound and outbound. That means inbound means we are getting the data. Outbound means we are sending the data to third-party people. So as a developer, we should work on both the data migrations, inbound data migration as well as the outbound data migration. Next. And also we need to learn the PLC library. That's nothing but packages. So don't get confused. PLC library nothing but a package. It contains spec and the party. So that is also required. So these many topics. Okay, and also coming to functional here. We are going to here finance and supply chain management. These two modules we are going to learn. Oracle has given a lot of modules, but out of that, mainly we are focusing on the finance and the supply chain management. Okay. So any queries still now related to topics? Okay. So now I will go. So your role here. So you guys are the developers. So maybe this week or maybe the next week, I'm going to upload your resume to Naukri. So once we upload, you will get a call from the recruiters. They will ask, what is your role? So you guys will say, you're into technical consultant. That is your role here. You can say developer. You can say ERP developer. Anything. But finally, you're the technical guys one, or maybe the developer. You can say software engineer also, but that's not right word. But best word is the you can say I'm into technical. Okay, software engineer. So you can say Oracle Labs technical. This is a better word, yeah. Oracle Labs technical. So whenever the recruiter will ask you, so you're into which role? That means you have to say, I'm into Oracle Apps Technical. That's the best word here. But then they immediately they will ask, so what are the models currently you are working on? So as I told, okay, na, so mainly we are focusing on the finance and the supply chain management. You have to say, I am working on the finance and the supply chain management. Then they will ask, okay, na, what is the total experience? Total experience. So you have to say, suppose if I'm putting 5 years experience here, you have to say, okay, no, 5 years into IT side. So out of that, relevant experience. Relevant means hmm, relevant. What is the meaning of the relevant experience? So I have total of 5 years into IT. What is the meaning of the relevant?
In finance and in
Technical,
SEO.
sir, consultant.
No, no, no. One guy joined in the, suppose one guy has a 9 years experience here. Initially, 4 years he worked in the Java platform or Java technology. Now he changed to his okay, no, domain. Then he moved to Oracle applications. Last 5 years he's working in the apps, Oracle applications. Now tell me, what is the total years of experience? Relevant is the 5 years. So total IT experience is the 9 years. So forget about that here. That is for genuine guys or maybe who have good experience. For you guys, you have to say maybe I'm taking one example. Maybe 4 years or 3 years, whatever it may be. Total experience is the 5 years. Even relevant also you have to say 5 years. Relevant also 5 years. So don't say okay na. Maybe in your batch Venkatesh is there. Venkatesh, are you there? Venkatesh. Venkatesh, join అయ్యావా?
Yes.
So Venkatesh has around more than 10 years. He's a genuine guy. He's working in the Tech Mahindra. So he has more than 10 years. At that time, okay, na, we are putting only 5 years in the Oracle applications. Remaining, I said, okay, it's a L1 support or maybe some Oracle L2 support. So no need to put to 10 years here. Then you will get a, okay, na, more weightage. We can't manage. That's why please, okay, na, restrict to only 4 to 5 years. That is enough for us. So don't put more than 5 years. They will treat as a leader manager. That's a pain for us. Yeah, that's why max 4 or 5 years. That is enough. Then yeah, they will ask what is the current CTC. So you have to say okay na, depending upon your experience. Yeah, just assume okay na. Current CTC is the 9 lakhs. Then they will expect. They will ask ECTC. That's a expected CTC. So minimum 30 to 40%. Yeah, you can say, okay, I'm expecting that 12 lakhs. 12 lakhs. Okay. Na? So these are the questions you will get it here. Once you upload the resume in the Naukri, they will ask what is your role. You guys will say I'm into Oracle Apps Technical. Then currently you're working on the which models. So I'm working on the finance and the supply chain management. Then what is the total years of experience? Say 5 years. So depending upon your experience here. Just I given one example. Then relevant, okay, na? So you have to mention same. Then what is the current CTC? CTC means cost to the company. Okay, na? TCTC means including the that means variable pay, everything will called the TCTC, total cost to the company. So after gratuity and okay, na, insurance, PF, everything together we are calling it as a TCTC, total cost to the company. But no one will ask TCTC. So just they will expect the CTC, cost to the company, 9 lakhs. Then what is the expected CTC? You have to say on top of that, may put minimum 30%. Then you can say 12 lakhs. Then they will ask what is the notice period. So most of the companies are nowadays 90 days. If you go to TCS or Tech Mahindra or maybe Infosys, whatever it may be, so minimum 90 days. But if you say 90 days here, no one will consider your profile. So you have to say, okay, na 30 days. Please, yeah, this is very, very important to filter your resume to get a more calls. Only one field, that is the notice period. Then even you say 30 days, so the recruiters okay, now want to filter your resume. Okay, so you have to say one more word, Already I put my papers. Listen here the word. Already I put my papers. So 20 days left. Sorry, 10 days is left. What is the meaning of that? What is the meaning of that? I'm in the notice period. So within 10 days I can join. So within 10 days, may you can say the best word within 7 days. I'm able to join. So then the recruiter will consider your profile. But they have one doubt. So already you put papers, then why you're attending the interviews again? So you have to say, I got one offer letter. Initially, they said it is a work from home. Now they asked me to come to some Chennai location or Gurgaon, whatever it may be, some Noida. Then they will consider your profile. Listen, yeah, that's a very, very important. So if you say this word, they won't trust on you. Again, you're looking for one more offer letter to get more package. So you have to say, so due to some problems, so I rejected that offer. I'm ready to take one more opportunity. సో ట్రస్ట్ రావాలి మనకు రిక్రూటర్స్ ఓంట్ ఓకేనా ట్రస్ట్ యువర్ వర్డ్స్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఓకేనా ఫ్రేమ్ సమ్ వర్డ్స్ హియర్ దెన్ ఓన్లీ దే విల్ ప్రాసెస్ యువర్ రెజ్యూమే చాలా జాగ్రత్తగా ఉండాలి రిక్రూటర్స్తో ఓకే సో నోటీస్ పీరియడ్ ఇస్ ద అఫిషియల్ ఇట్స్ 30 days యూ హ్యావ్ టు సే అఫిషియల్ ఇట్స్ 30 days బట్ ఆల్రెడీ ఓకేనా సో ఓకే 20 days is over so 7 days is left so within if everything goes fine within 7 days I can onboard I can join you have to say that word, yeah? Then they will trust you. Then some people will ask, can you share your counter offer? Counter offer means? What is the meaning of the counter offer?
Same holding on.
Yes. Already we said, na? So already I have one offer. But some reason is there to reject that. So the recruiter will ask that offer. So if they ask that counter offer, yeah, call me. I will prepare the dummy offer letter. సో నా కంపెనీ ఉంది కదా విత్ మై కంపెనీ ఐ విల్ ప్రిపేర్ వన్ కౌంటర్ ఆఫర్ నథింగ్ బట్ డమ్మీ ఆఫర్ దెన్ విల్ షేర్ టు హెచ్ఆర్ సో సమ్ పీపుల్ విల్ ఆస్క్ కెన్ యూ షేర్ యువర్ రెసిగ్నేషన్ ఈమెయిల్ వాట్ హ్యావ్ టు డూ దట్ ఆల్సో విల్ ప్రిపేర్ యువర్ సమ్ డమ్మీ రెసిగ్నేషన్ ఈమెయిల్ నాట్ ఎ డమ్మీ through email only I will prepare and will forward that resignation email to the recruiters. Then they will trust. Then they will schedule immediately. Okay, now don't say I do not have resignation email, I do not have counter offer. So they won't consider your profile. Okay, so if you have any doubts here, please check with me. I will help on that. Whether it's a PF or any, even some people will ask the bank statement. No problem. I will take care. So some resignation email, everything I will take care. Yeah. Okay, now you guys, please speak properly with the recruiters to schedule the interview. Remaining, I will take care of that. So any queries here?
If they ask from which company you have the counter offer means which company you have to say.
You have to say I will give two companies with my name. I'm the director, Kairos Corporate. This is my name, and the ARSR Infotech. We have the proper websites, proper MCA registrations. Okay, everything is there. You can take any one of these two companies. Okay, both are the private limited. For both companies, I'm the director. Okay. I will prepare the offer letter. If you want, I can send a mail from my company, my official website. I will drop a mail to your Gmail, so you can show to recruiters also. So just I want to a small chat with Venkatesh. Venkatesh or Sri Lakshmi, are you there? Sri Lakshmi, sorry, Sri Lekha. Sri Lekha. Sri Lekha, Unnava?
Sir, sir, good morning, sir.
Okay. So just I want to ask you some queries, Lekha. Please respond. So what is your current role?
Current role technical consultant.
You're technical or techno-functional?
Technical consultant.
Okay. So may better you can say techno-functional consultant. That we'll discuss later. Okay.
Okay.
Then you will get more calls. Okay. So okay. So what is your current experience?
Current experience is అంటే
Ah.
రెజ్యూమ్ లో నేను పెట్టింది 6 years, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Total I have 6 years.
And relevant is 5 years.
5 years. Okay. Next, currently you're working on which modules?
Currently, I'm working on finance and SCM modules.
So here my requirement is on HRMS. So can you work on HRMS?
HRMS, no, I don't have any experience on that.
Okay. So if I give a chance,
Uh, I will try to learn that.
yes, I will try to learn and minimum KT is required. KT ante? What is the meaning of the KT?
Knowledge transfer.
Super. Okay. Na? Little KT. Someone has to give the KT. Then easily I can learn and I can work on that. So super. Okay. Next, what is your current CTC?
7.2.
So what is expected?
12.
12 lakhs. Okay. Is it
12 lakh.
negotiable?
Yes, negotiable.
How much?
11.
11. Okay. Good. Yeah. Okay. Super. Okay. So like that, you have to okay, na, talk to recruiters here. Then recruiters will schedule the interview. Then I will take care of that later. Okay. Okay. If you are good here, I will jump to another topic. Okay. Next. So once you got offer letter here, so there is onboarding process. Max it will take a half day, or maybe some companies will take 1 day, a full 1 day. So okay, now once you complete the onboarding, they will hand over the laptop to you. So once you get a laptop, we have to install some softwares. So that's a very important. I'm going to cover what are all the softwares we need to install in your laptop. So as a Oracle Apps developers, forget about Java and thing here. Only for Oracle Apps only. So the important thing here, Outlook. So that I don't want to install here. So my IT guys will install the Outlook. Then one more thing that's called as the Microsoft Teams. That's very important chatting purpose. Microsoft Teams. So here I will show you. Here you could show Microsoft Teams where it is. Okay. So to check with that means chatting with your colleagues or maybe your manager or your on-site guys. Okay, na? Very important tool. Yeah. Once you open the laptop, first we have to check the messages in the Microsoft. Then only we will start our development later. Okay. So Teams is a mandatory. So these two will taken care by the IT guys. So as a developer, I don't want to bother about this two here. So apart from this, as a developer, I need to install myself here. The very important tool is the SQL developer. I think you guys are using the SQL developer, or maybe I don't know. Maybe some guys may can use the Toad also. May you can use the SQL Star Plus. Okay. But most of the developers will prefer to go with the SQL developer. It's a free tool here. No need to pay to Oracle. It's a okay, na? But Toad is a third party tool. It's not relevant to Oracle here. We have to pay around 2 to 3 lakhs. And real time the company will pay here. But most of the companies okay, na, won't give the Toad license. So we have to go with the SQL developer. So don't use the SQL Star Plus. That means it's not a right tool here. So even a less buffer. So don't go with the SQL Star Plus. We can go with the either SQL developer or Toad. So with this, we are going to connect it to database and you can do the SQL and PL SQL practice. Nothing but writing the SQL queries, writing the form, procedures, functions, and doing the DML operations, whatever it may be, DQL or TCL, whatever it may be, using the SQL developer. Then next tool is called as the Forms Builder. Forms Builder. In the coming to Forms Builder, particularly we have to install the 10G Builder. We have to install the 10G. So older version is called the 6i. Yeah. 6i. So nowadays we are not using. You can ignore that. As a developer, we have to install the 10G Builder. Then Reports Builder. So Reports Builder also same. We have to go with the 10G Builder. Old version is the 6i. Old version is the 6i. Right. Now I have to install the Unix, sorry, not Unix, put it to connect it to Linux server. That means Unix practice. Then I have to install the WinSCP, or may I can install the FileZilla, or I can install the Toad. mainly for the file transfer. Later we'll discuss. As of now, I'm skipping that here. Just I'm giving about tool names. Later we'll discuss what is the purpose of the WinSAP. Now I have to install the XML publisher desktop. So this also requires software. And now I have to install the very important here Java. Once you install the Java, then only we can connect it to the Oracle applications. That's okay, na? That's product Oracle applications ERP with the Java only. Next, I have to install the workflow builder to develop a new workflows to send a emails or to send a notifications. Then, what other tools are required? SQL developer, forms builder, reports builder, Putty, WinSAP, XML publisher desktop, Java, workflow builder, and one more tool is the Notepad plus plus. Just to write the code, yeah. Suppose if I want to develop a lengthy packages, 10,000 lines to 20,000 lines, SQL developer won't support. It will support, but lot of limitations are there. To overcome that, the best one is the Notepad. Okay, we can use the Notepad to view the code or to write the code also. Next, some version control. Later we'll discuss. It's a repository, yeah? Version control software. So this also we need to install that, and also code migration tools. Code migration tool. So forget about these two. Later I will explain what is the purpose of the version control and what is the code migration tool. Well, later we will come to know. After maybe 3 or 4 days, we'll discuss this. So as a developer, I need to install this many softwares. Who will help here in real time? So you are the right person to install this many softwares, or maybe someone will install. Hmm.
80%.
Most of the time, yeah. So 99%, you are the right person. Okay, na? So the companies will give the admin privileges, so you can install the software. They will give 1 or 2 days permissions. So you have to. But some companies here, we need to raise the ticket in the service now. There is a ticketing tool is there in real time. That's called as the service now. You have to raise the ticket. Once you raise the ticket will assign to the IT people. The IT people will connect with you and they will install the software. But that is a very rare case here. Most of the times you are the right person to download the software dump. మీరే డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోవాలి ఆ సాఫ్ట్వేర్ డంప్ అండ్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఇన్స్టాల్ సింపుల్ ఇయర్ జస్ట్ ఓపెన్ నెక్స్ట్ it won't take much time. Anybody can install a software. It's easy to install, yeah. Okay, but maybe some companies won't give the admin privileges. At that time, we have to raise the ticket in the service now. Please, here, keep this tool name in your mind. Service now. There, we are going to raise the ticket. Then the ticket will assign to the IT people. Those people will ping you. Pakka ping చేస్తాడు వాడు. Ping చేసి అడుగుతాడు వాడు. Then they will install the software. They will ask a version also. Which version you want. Then if you say that word, they can, they will take a control and they will install the particular software in our laptop. So as a developer, we need to install this many softwares. Okay. So any doubts here? Okay. So forget about development here. So without development, these two are the mandatory. One for Outlook, the second one is the Teams. Outlook only for the mails here. Teams is mainly for the chatting purpose. Microsoft Teams and the meetings also. We'll attend the meetings in the Teams only. So in olden days, we were using the Skype. So now Skype is obsoleted. With the replace of the Skype, okay, now Microsoft released Teams. Or maybe still some companies are using the Zoom also. Okay. Yes, if you go to Deloitte here, still they are using the Zoom for the meetings. Even White Cap company also, a White Cap. They're using the still Zoom only for meeting purpose. May you can use the Zoom, sorry. Okay, no Zoom here. Okay, either you can go with the Teams or Zoom for meeting purpose, and chatting also you can do in the Zooms. Okay. So next I will go to one more topic. So I installed this many softwares here. I want to connect it to database. Okay, so okay, even you install this many softwares here, you want to connect it to the database. We need network access. Then okay, na? So how to connect it to client network? So I want to jump into their network. So now I'm in my IT company. Example, you got selected for the Infosys. You are into Infosys network, but I want to jump into my client network. Suppose we are working for a GE client. Okay, na? So in real time here, we have multiple options are there. One of the option is called as the RDP, remote desktop. I think you guys are using this one. Is that right? How you are making